Okay, so my diet in the beginning was all macro-based.
So macro-based is where you focus on the amount of carbs, fats, and protein, either the amount and or the ratios of those.
Correct. So in the beginning, my carbs, I think we're at like 200, 220. And then my protein was at like 150 or 160. And my fat, I think it was like, honestly, I don't remember the exact ratios because it's changed so much. Then my fat was like 30. But I would carb cycle. And what carb cycling is when you have you have a couple high carb days, a couple medium carb days, and then 3 low carb days.
Okay.
Everyone's carb cycle is different, but that was mine.
And what's the point of carb cycling?
So the point is that when you are
to help you cut,
but also when you're carb
so
depleted, you can't lift super heavy. It's hard to lift heavy
because you don't have energy.
You don't have energy. I mean, you do, but you don't. So I would lift really heavy on the days I had high carbs. So I would do my biggest muscle groups. I would do leg day, and I would do back on those days. And then on my medium carbs and my low carb days, I would be a little bit more mellow, and I would do higher reps, lower weight. On the high carb days, it was heavy, like 6 reps.
When you say, I was going to say, so heavy, lower rep for you is like 6 range. Yeah. Higher rep would be what?
15.
15.
Yeah, sometimes 18.
Okay. How did you like these adjustments? Were you like, this is cool, this is really hard? How did you like it?
In the beginning, I mean, I just trusted my coach, honestly. So it was kind of just like, cool, this is science, you know? I'm just going to use my body as a science experiment. I didn't really have a feeling about it, except on the low carb days, I really noticed. It was like...
hard.
This is a low carb day.
Yeah. I
was like, I don't want to do any critical thinking
today. How low
today.
did your carbs go? Like you're talking 50 or 100? No,
yeah, like 100 or 80, I think I got to, was the lowest.
Yeah. That's super low. Like 100 carbs. 50 is extremely low, but 100 is really low. Oh, man, that would be hard.
Yeah, there are days, like towards the end, where I thought I might be losing my mind.
Yeah. Okay, so when you were cutting using low carb, give me an example of what that day looked like in terms of what you ate.
Well, I am a big fan of a lot of food. So I would choose my carbs wisely. So I would get for me, it was really important to get most of my carbs from vegetables because I could load up my plate with like every vegetable in my pantry or my refrigerator
and not
hit my
spend too many carbs on it, so to speak.
I looked at it basically like a bank account.
So give me breakfast, lunch, dinner on an average day.
Okay, so some mornings I would do like a 1/4 cup of oatmeal. I know. It was like a really sad amount. I know.
That's like 2 bites of oatmeal.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that was delicious.
But it feels like really good. You're like, oh my god, carbs.
Like this is how it's crazy. You know what I mean? It's intense. No, I don't mean in like a critical crazy way, but it's,
but it is
it's extreme.
It is extreme. I'm not saying this is like an everyday.
I mean, really, how many bites is that of oatmeal?
Maybe 3.
3 bites of oatmeal. A 1/4 of a cup is nothing. Okay, keep going.
Okay, so then I'd have eggs or protein shake. Like usually, because I was usually running out the door. Honestly, it was like make some oatmeal and then take a protein shake. So have my 3 bites of oatmeal, bounce, have my protein shake on the way.
Yeah, because you have a life.
Yeah.
You're not a full-time professional bodybuilding person. You know? Right. Okay, and then do you have a snack? Do you do lunch? What's next?
Yeah, so snack was usually... So my next meal... So I did 4 meals.
Okay.
Meals. When I tell you what they are, you're going to be like, oh, okay. So I would do...
Yeah, 4 rabbit feedings.
Yeah. So I would do a can of tuna with mustard, green onions mixed up, and 2 hard-boiled eggs. So that would be a meal. But I would only eat the egg whites because I didn't want to waste the fat because I wanted guacamole later. So I would...
trade-offs. Like your brain, you really did this. Like you negotiate
with yourself. You're like, this?
No, I don't want this because I want that later.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
okay, so that's like meal 2.
Meal 2.
Okay. Tuna, green onions, mustard, and egg whites.
Yeah. And then I would sometimes, they have these like really
So that's just protein.
Yeah. So it'd have these really skinny rice things, and sometimes I would put one of those with that. So I'd do like a scooper and it'd be like crazy.
Sometimes I had 3 grains of rice that I could swallow with meal 2. Okay, meal 3.
Meal 3, usually just a serious amount of vegetables. So I would be like broccoli, spinach, kale.
Why wouldn't you sprinkle that out throughout? Why would you have a whole bunch of broccoli or a whole bunch of vegetables in 3?
because usually around that time, like that tuna meal was like
A snack.
yeah, it was like whatever. I'm not really hungry because I already ate earlier, so that wasn't so bad. By like 2:00, I'm starting to get hungry.
Hungry.
Like yeah, it's hitting.
So that's when you wanted to spend your carbs.
Yeah, so my carbs would happen there, and then so I would do just like as many vegetables as I could, and then so protein, so chicken, tilapia, ground turkey.
Chicken or fish.
Yeah, chicken, fish, turkey.
Then
I'd roll to the nighttime meal, same thing. Like,
God, there are no carbs, and that was 100 carbs.
in the beginning, it was a lot more lenient than towards the end. Towards the end, the last week, all I ate for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack was tilapia and asparagus.